Today I want to be transparent with you. Um, I've been going through a lot this past month. As some of you know, my grandmother passed away less than a year after my grandfather passed away, so I have been processing a lot of very heavy emotions lately. I went down to Mississippi, spent some time with my mom, who's basically all I've got left at this point. And then as soon as I came back to Colorado, I ended up being very, very busy with my photography business, building out the space you see around you, moving one roommate in and another out, and just readjusting my house and expanding my business. I got a printer. I invested quite a bit into myself and my artistic pursuits, which is amazing. It's awesome. But right now, I am feeling a lot of very deep emotions. Like I said, I've been busy ever since I got back to Colorado. I've been constantly having art shows, vending events, photo shoots. And then just the social aspect of picking up clientele itself is also its own working gold. My heart is heavy. I reached a point yesterday where I could not get out of bed. I was so overwhelmed with so many different emotions, processing grief, processing friends who are going through very scary and tough times, processing even an old relationship I was reminded of. Our cat died, and this relationship's been over for a year and a half, but that brought a lot of old, heavy emotions back with that as well. I've been through a lot of loss recently, and I'm trying to deal with it the best way I know I can. And I just want to be honest with all of you, because I want you to know I'm an actual human being. I do a lot of cool shit, but it's just one person doing everything. As entrepreneurs, we wear many different kinds of hats, and just in my own endeavors, I am the photographer, the artist, the business person, the personality, the so on and so forth. So many different hats that I have to wear, but the one that I've really needed to put on in this past month is just processing my emotions. I reached a point of crashing yesterday to where I broke down and cried for about 4 hours, and that still didn't feel like enough. So what I want to do to be 100% for you all is take the next few days and really process. Because like I said, I'm going through a lot of grief. I'm going through worrying about people. I'm going through a lot of stuff that's just really reached a point of kind of breaking me down a little bit. Yeah. So that's where things stand. I think it's healthy to talk about these things because I've been unhealthily keeping myself busy to be distracted from everything. I've been constantly going and going and going and going and going, running myself into the ground and avoiding what I truly need to do. And the point where I feel exhausted because of my emotions is now affecting everything else. So it's the universe's way of saying, you need to slow down. It's time. You need to figure yourself out these next few days and then get back to business. And that's not me saying I don't plan on doing business soon. I do. So don't worry if you have a shoot with me. I'm just rescheduling things a bit, and I'm just showing my human side. because it is just one person doing all of this. And I'm so in love with what I do that it is a beautiful coping mechanism for growth and dealing with stress of life. But it's reached a point where I'm using it as a crutch, and that's not healthy. So, yeah, I just want to be raw and real. Not what I was expecting for my first official video from this space, but I do always prefer straight up honesty and being able to be open with you all because I love what I do. It keeps me going. But right now I need to not force myself to do anything other than process these feelings and emotions and get myself back to center. Because when I lose that center, I lose everything. So I hope that me being real can be a way to motivate you. If you have some unprocessed things, I highly advise don't do what I've done in the past month and run yourself into the ground. Take the time and absolutely absorb them, process them. And yeah, I wish you all a happy week, and I will talk to you all soon.